Oh my god.
Well, here we go. Welcome to the next episode. Have made some progress. So we've got a lovely, nice new clutch. We've got a V8 flywheel. So this one was actually wrong. It's very bizarre. It looks all right, but it's not. These are in the wrong place. These should be here. The bolt hole should be here. I don't know what that's for, but it doesn't fit this. So we got another one. Loctite the bolts in. I didn't have any bolts, so I've been to the bolt place. We've got some bolts, which are, for anybody who is interested, they are... I got two different sizes, but there you go. They're there you go. They're a 3/8 UNF by 1. So I'd imagine that's the one I used. I think or is 3/4. I don't know. I don't understand any of that. I pretend I do, but that's what I got. And this is the place that I got it from here. So if anybody needs anything from them, do give them a call. I'm sure they'll post it out. So now it's time to put Mr. V8 into here. I don't know where we left off last time, but the clutch system's all in. The flywheel's on the Range Rover, on the V8. The clutch is in. The starter motor's on. So it's time just to throw this in. Let's do it. A little bit of grease. There we go. I don't know if this feels right or wrong. I don't know. Should I be feeling something like this? Putting something lubricating on something long? I don't know. Might just edit that bit out. I don't know. Lovely. Naughty. I'm gonna take you today, cause I'm putting a V8 in my Range Rover. Oh God, come on! Whew. Please just go in and don't be any trouble. More. Hey, what's that stuff on? Lovely. That's it. She's in. Just need a bolt. So. Woo! There we go. She's in. Wasn't too bad of a job, really. I did have to use a jack on the gearbox. We've not got no gearbox cross member on. So now it's just going to be a job of bolting the bell housing bolts in. And then I'll have to lift it up because I had to take off the rubber mountings down there. So don't worry, that strap's just like a precautionary strap. It's not the main one. I know it's half off, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so I'll just get a few bolts in, just tighten her up, and then we'll lift her up again. So I can't remember where I left off because this was a couple of weeks ago, but the engine's in. So it's all bolted in, starter motor's in, clutch is all in, all that sort of stuff. So now it's time to start making this jigsaw puzzle and engine. So got down here the water pump. Now I've just cleaned this up, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. These are all the bolts. I am missing 2, but these are all the bolts associated with putting the water pump and the tensioner and the bracket and all that sort of stuff on. So that's that. So I will have to go get a couple of bolts for that tomorrow. We've got a very nice clean alternator here. As you can see, it's come up really well. I'm quite happy with that. And a power steering pump. Manifolds here. These are soaking because I need to try and get them out because I don't think anything's going to bolt up to either of those, do you? These are brilliant. So I got these from not Screwfix, Tool Station. They were, I think there was like £7 for the lot of them. The make is, let's have a look in the rubbish box. There we go. Really, really, really cheap and they're really good. They did a fantastic job. I mean, watch out, this thing, as you can see, it's ripped my t-shirt where it's caught a few times. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, and they scratch quite well as well. Really, really good. Do a fantastic job. This took, I don't know, 5 minutes to do the whole alternator. As you can see, it looks pretty much brand new. So the next step is to start bolting some bits on. So wish me luck. Oh, that's not the right one, is it? Is it? Damn it. Let's try this, which I also found in the truck, so I don't know why I had multiple. Oh yeah. Looks like it's the right one. Many different threads and as many different size bolts as they physically can. I don't know why, but they like it. Who am I to judge? Range Rover. Any more of that stuff? That one. Right, I'm not sure where we got to in the last part of that video, because that was 3 weeks ago. As I say, I'm just working on this in between other bits and pieces. So the alternator is just roughly fitted, as is the tensioner bar. The power steering pump is fitted. Now, this was a pain in the bum. I need to get 2 bolts. They're very weird thread. I'm not sure why Rover decided that they wanted to use different threaded bolts. I mean, these are all like fine thread, whatever they are, UNF or something, and these ones are like a screw thread bolt, which is the same as like the bolts that are on the pump here. So I don't know what's going on with that. The alternator, as I say, is just dry fitted at the moment. Now, the little problem we've got, I don't know if you can see down here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to, but down there is the bolt for the power steering pump bracket and also the lifting eye. Now, that is touching the back of the pump, and the reason that's touching the back of the pump is because obviously I did that little welding repair where it had been knackered, and that is now interfering with this. So I need to see whether I need to grind a bit of the bolt down or whether I need to grind the bracket down, which is annoying, and then put the bolt on there. But we'll cross that bridge in a minute. We've done a bit of shopping while we've been away, so we've got some various parts. This is the water pump to inlet pipe. These are the 2 heater matrix pipe off the bulkhead. This is the full breather set for the SU carbs and the flame traps. What else we got here? That's a blank for the water pump. They're the right bolts for the oil pump. Some Jubilee clips. These are absolute garbage. Never buy anything like this off eBay. They look really good in the picture, but they're basically made out of tin foil. I wouldn't even use them on a garden hose, so they're just going in the bin. So that, New radiator cap here. That's the part number. Apparently it's the right one. And I also bought a couple of sets of different size vacuum lines. This is always handy to do. Never mess around with old stuff. This is really good stuff. It's all silicone and that. That's a, what is that? 4mm and a 5mm. So yeah, we should be pretty well covered. So what I'm going to do now is take off the alternator and take off the power steering pump, see if I can mess around with that. But I might not yet, I'm not sure actually, because I've got to sort those bolts out, so I might do all that first. I might have some spare bolts anyway that I can use. I'll put the breather system on, I'll put those two pipes on there, and then we've got this, we're going to clean these up, and we've got these manifolds that are the problem. Now, this one here is okay, as you can see. Oops, sorry, I don't know why it's not zooming in. There we go, that's better. Someone's helicoiled them at some point, but they take a bolt really well, so I'm not bothered about that. These are never, why is that not focusing? As you can see, these are never going to take a nut, are they? I've been soaking them in WD-40. Got to try and get them out. I'm not sure, we'll see how we go with that. I can imagine we'll be drilling and tapping that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, yeah, I keep pressing the phone and it keeps zooming in and doing weird stuff, but that's technology for you. So yeah, so we're just going to crack on with that and just start bolting some bits onto it and see where we go. So I've done a bit of progress throughout the last day or so, just giving you a little update here. So we've got the power steering lines on, so they're on, lovely jubbly, a little bit of red paint there. Power steering pump is on. Now I removed the bracket, I ground it down, and as you can see, I don't know if you'll pick it up, there is a fag papers clearance there, but this is bolted up and it allows it to move up and down. So that's adjusting fine. We've got this one on here and we blanked this one off here, which is nice. We've added the HT lead bracket here. Still short of these two bolts here. They are the same as, where are we? This kind of thread, wherever we are. So I'm not sure what thread that is, but I'll just take one of those bolts and get a longer one made. Put a vacuum line on, that's done. Got the flame traps on. I bought these off eBay, these pipes, so they're on. They look nice. Got this side on as well. I was actually missing this, so this is actually part of a cable bracket, which I just took the rubber bit off of. And it's a 19mm, if anyone's interested. So that's on. Then we pop round to the back here. See, we've got the two heater hoses on as well. I think that's about it really, but that's probably taken me in the cumulative of about 4 hours of just faffing around. Alternator, we'll get to that later, and I'm just going to deal with the exhaust manifolds. But that's as far as I'm going to go with this episode. It's just going to be a waiting game now for parts to turn up. So I've ordered loads of bits and pieces, exhaust systems and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's as far as we're going today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and in the next episode we should have it running.